Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. This is Warda here again with another lesson and another activities and a lot of interesting things. So hope that you people will also be doing fine. Let's start the lesson, and in the lesson number 1 we are going to focus on the listening and the speaking skills. So as we did on the sound A, here we are also doing it as listening and speaking skills. Now, what we are going to learn in the speaking and the listening skills, we are going to recognize the letter first. Then we have the stage of reading. In the reading section, after the recognition, we are going to read it. And then we have the final stage as writing, in which we are going to learn how to trace the letter. Before starting the lesson, we are going to have a recap of the previous lesson, letter A, and you people are going to tell me that what we have done in the lesson number 1 of A. So here is the story, and this was the story that we retold, you people retold me and I told you as well, and we have done it twice already. So this is the man who is scared. This is the ant who was searching for food and found an apple. But when she found out this man who was cutting this tree with the axe, so she got sad and asked for help to this alligator. The alligator scared the man, and he got so scared that he dropped the axe and ran away. In this way, they both saved this apple tree. So this was the lesson A about the sound of A. Now I am going to tell you another story, but it has a different sound, so just you need to focus it and listen it very carefully. Okay, so we are going to focus on the listening skills, and here is the story. First of all, you need to look at the screen and you need to check out that how many characters are here. Okay, so we have these boys, and he's a boy who looks worried. Here is another boy. We have cookies on the ground, bag, and this man is behind this bench. So what is the story? The story is a bright sunny day after school. Some boys were playing in the playground. And Babar was sitting on the bench watching them playing and eating his biscuit. He was waiting for the bus to go home. One of the boys kicked the ball so hard that it flew past the school gate and hit the beehive that was hanging on the tree. So bees were disturbed and angry. The boys went near to get the ball, but the bees were everywhere, and Babar was so scared that he hid himself behind this bench. Now this is the bench, and Babar went behind this bench to save himself from these bees, because bees were everywhere. And he covered his face with the school bag. The boys ran away as far as they could and left their bag and ball behind. After a few minutes, the bus came. Babar quickly jumped inside the bus and went home. And in this way, he get rid of the bees. Now this was the story. And now we have the speaking skills. It's time for you to speak and retell the story. I'm going to show you some scenes of the screen, and you are going to recognize them कि वो story में क्या था. Okay, so we have Babar here, and where he is hiding and why he is so worried. Because bees were everywhere, they got disturbed, so he hid himself behind the bench. Behind matlab पीछे. And here is his bag, and he also dropped the cookies. And there are the boys who are playing with the ball in the playground. Now this is, yes, it's the beehive hanging with the tree, and here is the bench, and it's a sign of the bus stop. Now, barber, bench, bag, biscuits, bee, boys, ball, bus stop sign, bench, and beehive. So all these sounds are of b, bees, bag, biscuit, barber, bus stop, boys, and ball. So all these sounds, all the objects of the story are giving the sound of b. Now, okay, so the picture is here again and you have already known कि हमने इसमें क्या पढ़ा है, इसके scenes किस बारे में थे. Now it's time for you to speak up and retell the story to your teacher or your elders. And here is a suggestion as well, that you can also suggest the end of the story in your own way. So आप लोग खुद से सोचें कि what should be the end, इसके अलावा क्या क्या end हो सकता है, and how could Babar save himself from the bees in another way, वो अपने आप को कैसे बचा सकता था bee से और beehive से. So think of the suggestion and share it with your teacher as well. Moving on, we have a game in which you are going to guess the words on the screen. So first of all, what did you see here? Yes, you're right, it's a bee. And the bee is sitting on the biscuit. Okay, here we have a boy sitting on a bench holding a balloon. Boy with balloon on bench. And this boy is kicking the ball. And last one, we have a bag. So I'm going to revise them. A bee sitting on the biscuit, a boy sitting on the bench with the balloon, and this boy is kicking the ball, and here we have a bag. So if you have noticed, all these objects are giving the sound of b, ball, bee, biscuit, bag. So all of them are beginning with b. Now moving on, we have interesting activities on the screen that you can make at home, and these are the activities for the sound b, butterfly and the letter b. So I am going to perform this one but in a different way. Here the thing that they have holding are, they are using a tissue roll, and then we have a card paper with the buttons, and then we have the straws as antennas. So what I have done here, I didn't have the roll of the tissue, but I used the paper instead. मैंने पेपर को लिया, उसको रोल किया, and I glued that. तो that give the shape, the cylinder shape जो आ गई है, वो हमें इसकी help करेगी. But if you have that tissue roll, you can use that instead as well. And I made the antennas, and with the help of the available paper, I create these wings. You can do it in your own way. You can take your paper, the rough paper or the plain one, color it with your favorite color as well, or you can do other options as well, like the color paper or the chart papers. So this was the activity of butterfly, and this activity has been done with the help of the beans. So you can take the grains, like वो दाल के जो दाने होते हैं वो भी ले सकते हैं, to do this activity. Now further, we have a poem that we are going to enjoy together, and just focus here. So it's B is for banana, B is for blue, B is for birds and babies too. One more time. B is for banana. B is for blue. B is for birds and babies too. So babies, B birds, B banana, B blue. So the poem was about the sound B. Now, it's time for the wrap up. But before going to wrap up, you need to have a quick wrap up in your mind as well, that what we have done today, what we have learned today. So we did the vocabulary, like we have learned the words beginning with the sound B. B, sitting on a biscuit. Then we have a boy sitting on a bench holding a balloon. Balloon, boy. Then this boy is kicking the ball. And finally we have bag. B bag, B biscuit, B ball, boy, balloon. All these objects belonged to sound B that we have already learned. And now it's time for homework. What you're going to do at home? You are going to find the objects with the sound B from your surrounding. So from your surrounding, like from the classroom or your home, look for the things that begins with the sound B. You need to find it as much as you can and you're surely going to enjoy it. So thank you so much for today. This was the lesson about the sound B. I hope that you people will do your homework as well. I'll meet you in another lesson. Till then, Allah Hafiz.